everyone. Welcome back. This is Uncomfortable Growth Podcast, and this is the last episode of season 4. A part of me is excited, and then the other part of me knows, as much as I hate editing, as much as I hate sacrificing days to do multiple episodes, I'm going to miss it. Probably like the second or third week, I'm gonna be like,
probably
damn.
like the third week, like damn, we would have been. But I think this season, when it came to scheduling, we did
really good.
I think this really, because last season we really struggled with like, bro,
we
we still gotta meet.
Yeah, like we were sacrificing every weekend almost.
Yeah, it's very rare that we did a double episode, but now this season it worked well because before the season actually started, we did like 2 or 3 weekends where we banged out a good 5 to 6 episodes ahead of time so that we wouldn't have to come every weekend. Yep. And 2, we kind of took a break in between. So it's like, oh shit, I gotta set up this room for this and record again. So it worked out well.
I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us for maintaining sanity, even though everything worked against us. I'm proud of us for putting out episodes every Tuesday since the start of this episode, knowing everything that worked against us. I'm proud of us for communicating things to each other that might have felt uncomfortable, and receiving them in a way where we weren't resentful to the other person. I'm really proud of us. But before we get into this episode, I need everyone to go like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss out. We might post like little shorts. Who knows? We don't know. You know, just to keep the engagement going. We're going to try to find different ways to keep engagement with our pages and our socials.
Because we know your attention span is very short.
Very short. So, but yeah, welcome guys to episode 15. So do you want to start? Because you kind of brought this topic up.
Yes. This topic, I don't know, it was, of course, hence the randomness of it. I told you, I was like, hey, let's talk about random stuff that go through our heads that we know some of y'all probably be thinking of too, but certain things you don't think it out loud because one is probably unacceptable or it just sounds weird. So I was thinking like, yo, Jess, let's talk about like random shit that just comes in our mind throughout the day.
This was when you were in the car on the way to work, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I loved in the last episode 15. It was exactly that. It was the same day that we discovered we were going to talk about that topic. Yeah,
because I was like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, instead of us talking about all the stuff we went through for season 4, because every season we talk about it, and I know at the beginning of season 5 we'll probably discuss it again anyway. So let's just finish it off with something
with light, fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with you because you always start off with me. What is one of the... I don't know how to ask the question. Give me one of your random thoughts.
Okay, so one random thought that always pops in my head, no matter the situation, is like, what if I fall and bust all my fucking teeth? I just have like this whole vision in my head. Like, I fall, bust my lip open, 2 or 3 of my front teeth just gone.
Because that's the first
and then everyone just looking at me. Like, and then I just run. Because I am embarrassed. Okay?
You saying that, run.
But it'd be so random. Like, someone's talking to me, and, like, of course, like, the conversation's not engaging enough for me, so my brain starts going. I was like, yo, what if you just fell in front of this person? Or, like, what if you hit your teeth on this glass and your whole teeth just fell off? Like, I have a thing, I don't know, with embarrassing myself.
And with teeth.
And teeth. I always feel like I'm gonna lose my teeth. But that's besides the point. Anyways, what is a random thought that's consistent? Like one that's always consistent. Because we have a bunch, but like what's consistent that always randomly pops up?
And I just said,
whenever you're ready.
Shut up. You sound like a therapist. I would say like every time when I'm driving. Some of y'all thought about this too. You're driving, you think like, yo, what if my car just veer off the road? Or I make it do that. And I had this conversation with my therapist. I'm like, is this normal? What do you call it? When your brain literally makes you think of things that you would do to yourself, but you know you wouldn't. Yeah. Like, you know that time you brought me to your roof and I'm sitting there looking at the edge, like, what if I just jump off of this? But someone in the right mental state of mind would probably do it. But I know I wouldn't. So she explained it to me. She said, actually, as weird as it may sound, it is normal. But you have it's still in your right state of mind that you know you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But she's like, some people where they're already suicidal, they're not in the right state of mind, they think of it constantly to the point that they want to do it. They have expressed to you or anyone around them out loud that they would do it. Those are things that you have to be really vigilant about when people say that.
Yeah.
And they're serious about it. With you, it's like it's a thought that crosses your mind and you never think of it again. You only think of it is when you're in that space. So literally, if I'm near an edge somewhere, that's when my brain goes, what if you jumped off of, like literally brain saying, what if you jumped off of that? Like, why would I do that?
Why?
Like, why the fuck? Like, random shit. Like, what if I just, like, in the supermarket, what if I took my hand and slide my hand down the aisle and knocked all this shit over?
Right.
Like, impulse, but you have impulse control. Some people do not.
Yeah.
So, like, I can control myself knowing that I'm thinking it, but I would never do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So when people say, oh, don't make me flip this shit over, like, you want to flip the whole table with everything on it, but you know you wouldn't. I mean, it have to take, like, a lot of anger, someone to really piss you off for you to do that, but you won't do it. So, like, it's just when I'm in those spaces, like, in the supermarket, I want to knock all this display over.
Yeah.
Just because. And then walk. And hear someone say, clean up on aisle 12. Clean up on aisle 12 as I walk away, pushing my cart.
And everyone's just looking at you like, this bitch crazy.
She just knocked over the, hey, you know, that one good Samaritan. Hey, you just shut the fuck up. Like,
mind your business, Karen. God dang. I wrote a few, not a lot, but I know Peggy and the way she thinks it's gonna trigger other things for me. But one that I randomly think about when I'm talking to somebody is, I wonder what that person's first thoughts and impressions were of me. Do they love me? Do they hate me? Do they good energy? Were they like, oh, this bitch is fucking weird? Like, every time I meet somebody new, even now, like, all my friends of long-term, 5, 10 plus years and more, you haven't said it to me, I don't think, have always told me they thought I was a bitch when they first met me.
Well, I was in middle school. I never thought such thing.
Yeah, like,
I think we were both mean in middle school.
Yeah, we were very fucking mean. And then it didn't help that we sat together and fed off of each other. So, but all my friends used to tell me, like, yo, when I first met you, I thought you was a fucking bitch. And I was just like, why? Because I have a resting bitch face. And it's not so much because, that's like, how weird do I look? Like, would you talk to me if I just kept sitting there like...
We relate, because I've been told, even my sisters, like, miss, I thought you were mean. I thought you was going to yell. I'm like, I don't yell at students.
No.
I only yell at y'all when y'all in the hallway after we told y'all to get to class.
Get your ass in the class.
But I said, a lot of people think I'm mean, but I'm really not. I'm really actually nice. I'm nice to who I want to be nice to, but I'll never intentionally be mean to a student. That's different. But no, a lot of students think like the office I'm in now, they thought it was the seniors, only seniors can go. I'm like, no, it's student support, so it's for students. It's like, no, we're the only seniors can come in here. The juniors like, we thought you guys didn't want it. I'm like, why wouldn't I? I'm like, if y'all don't start coming in this office and stop thinking we're gonna bite y'all or something, like, I don't know. In my head, I'm smiling, like literally straight face and then like this. And he was like, yo, she looks mad mean, but I'm really not. Sometimes I think honestly we're probably in deep thought, thinking about mad shit, overthinking mad shit anyways. And people think like...
That's why we don't have wrinkles, because we're not over here just forcing smiles. Like, rest your face. Let it just be in its natural state. Just... Okay. Stupid. Well, I said mine. What's a random thought you typically have? You didn't write anything down, did you?
No. I didn't have time to it. I forgot. I'm so sorry, y'all. Whoo, tired. What I will say is, another random thought would be like when I'm watching a movie and I'm like, yo, those are some dope, especially action movies. I'm really into action movies. And I always think like, I envision myself in these scenes like, oh, if someone's trying to attack me, I have to start busting out moves and crying.
See, this is where our brain goes it's so different, right? She's over here thinking about fighting people. In my head, when I'm watching movies, thoughts, like, especially when it comes to, like, sex scenes, I'm like, did the guy get hard? Like, what do they do?
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah, like...
I know they do certain props so the person doesn't get turned on and make their acting partner feel uncomfortable.
Taraji P. Henson said on The Breakfast Club when she was filming... what's that with Terrence Howard and such? Empire. And they had a sex scene, and he was like, you know, he was talking to his manhood, like, all right, don't do nothing stupid. I guess they do get turned on sometimes. And Taraji was like, I'm gonna help you, right? So every time it would like cut and like they're in between scenes or whatever, she would go and pretend to be a child. Like a child of a man. She's like, Daddy, why are you doing this to me? And blah, 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 blah. And Tyrus was like, do not fucking do that. And she's like, if this is going to help you not get turned on, I'm going to act like you're raping your child. So she does that when she has sex scenes with people. Which I thought, but I always think, like, as a guy turned on, like, how, like, they have to have elite editing because we perceive them as naked in the show, but like, so you just have raw vagina and penis, just
especially with people who are, some of them are in relationships, they're like married. Like, I would be on the set every day, like,
Really? You would care? I was like, it's their job. Like, people who do porn,
I know it's a job.
People who do porn say they never enjoy having sex. Like, a lot of the times they're not like enjoying it because it's their job.
But you're still fucking. Like, porn is different though, because you're literally fucking.
And it's not fun. He's like, imagine 10 people behind this camera, all these lights, the way more lights, a freaking mic hanging over your head, like, just as all these things that don't make the sex scene sexy. So that's probably why.
Not knocking porn stars, whatever you do to make it point.
Do your thing. I don't think I would be able to date one, but
nope. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what was crossing my mind too? Even as a child, the whole process of, you know, movies where they have the scenes when they get married. And, you know, like, growing up most of my Haitians know, you had no choice but to go to church at the time when you were a kid. You were forced to go. In my head, I'm thinking, like, does God think that they're really married even though they're acting? Is this a real marriage? I know it's a movie scene. Like, my mind goes off. Like, so they're really married. That's never
crossed my mind. I'm like, does God
No, but I was like a kid thinking that because there are certain movies that I watched. And it's like, oh, they're getting married. Da, da, da. I'm like, I know we know it ain't real.
Yeah.
But does God know it's real or fake? Does he know it's acting? Because this is where my mind goes. Because obviously, at 8, 9 years old, you're being told you got to go to church. And you're being told, like, oh, marriage this, marriage that. God sees this union, a man and woman come together. So I'm watching movies where men and women are coming together to get married. I'm like, does he perceive this to be as real? Because if I'm an actress and I'm on a scene where I'm pretending to clearly be married, I'm like, I hope God don't think this is a real marriage. Well, I'm already married. You know, type of thing. Like, don't pay me no mind.
One that I had that I wrote down was this is gonna sound so vain of me, but I wonder if there's someone out there that likes me and pretends that they don't like me and scared to tell me. Because, like, there's a few people in my head that I'm just like, I think this person likes me and doesn't want to tell me. Is that random? That's a random thought. Yeah. Like, I'm talking to this person, like, we're cool, like, whatever, but I'm just like, I think you like me, but you don't want to tell me. Is that vain of me to think that? Bitch, speak.
Maybe, I don't know.
Do you know what vain is? Do I need to pull up the definition?
Bitch, bye. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, there's nothing wrong to think like maybe someone likes you and they just don't want to tell you, because it could possibly be true and it could possibly not be.
Because
true.
like, you know how in your head it's a friendly relationship, but like things that they might say or things that they might do or how frequently they reach out to you. I'm just like, do you like me? And I'm misconstrued in this relationship.
Or they might throw hints that's going over your head. They're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
Like, and they're like, bitch, I like you. Can't you see?
Read the fucking room! Bruh, I can't.
I don't know how to read.
I'm dyslexic.
So there you go, buddy.
I fucking can't.
Okay, another random thought for me. I don't know if it's a random thought or opinion. I was going to say that I think it's a collective in the Black community when we see children outside. We're like, wait, we don't ever say, where's your daddy? We always say, where's the mother? Where is this child's mother? And it's like, they got a daddy too. But there's a perception is you always affiliate the child.
My thought is like, why is this kid in school? Bring your fucking
in the middle of the day. Mind you, I'm a teacher. Some days I don't go to work. So I'll be like, isn't this kid supposed to be in school? In my head, I'm like, bitch, you supposed to be in school too, working with these children. But you out I'm like, yeah, but I called sick. That's my time. Every time I see a person, I don't know if you get this feeling too. There's some people that I see, I naturally start to feel sad. I don't know why. There's this energy I'm getting, like maybe they had a tough life. Instantly like, oh my god, I feel
based
sad.
off their outer physical appearance.
Yeah, not because they look like homeless or anything. It's just like, especially elderly. I get like, oh my god, I feel so
No,
sad.
I get very like protective over elderly people, and like it makes me sad because like my mom can't do shit without one of us knowing what she's doing and where she's going and how long she's gonna be. And so when I see old people at my mom's age, and my mom looks young for her age, like she looks old, but she's not wrinkly like a almost 80 woman. Like she looks like she's like 60 going on 70 or whatever, and she's about to be 80. So I'm just like, girl, where's your wrinkles at? But I'm not too mad because I'm hoping I inherit that. And it makes me sad because I'm like, does she have family? Like this lady is struggling to pick up this case of water at the store. I'm always like paying attention to the old person and making sure that if there's a space where if there's like a little slither of time that I can help them, that I'm gonna do that. So I get very empathetic and like sad. I'm just like, oh my god, why doesn't? But sometimes these, old people
like
are
to be
stubborn as hell.
Yep, they don't care.
They love the sense of independency, regardless if they can actually do it or not. They rather try.
I think that would be me. At 90 years old, struggling to get my groceries. I can do it. I can do it. Leave me the fuck alone.
Is it because they've never had a life of leisure? You know how like the strong, independent woman don't know how to be dependent on people?
It could be that, or it could be like, for most of our lives, we're adults. You spend your adulthood doing things like they probably took care of their kids, they did all that, and now this is the time for them to do their own thing. And they don't. Some of them may feel like they don't want to be a bother to their children, or whatever, and they want to hold on to that sense of independence because they feel like the moment I allow my children or grandchildren to start doing it, now I'm hopeless. I'm helpless. What am I? Why am I living? I can't do this. I can't do that. It's like, no, I just want to. It's one less thing that you have to worry about, grandma or grandpa, whatever. But in their mind, they're thinking like, no, I want to be able to do that. That's why sometimes when I see old people driving, I'll be like, you shouldn't be on the road, but I get it. Because they like that sensibility because they've been driving since they're teens or something. And now you're being told, I got to get my license taken away because I'm too old to drive. Like, what?
There should definitely be an age cutoff for sure.
Yes.
There should.
I agree. No offense to anyone with older parents or grandparents. Sorry, but
yeah, and I can't imagine like when you don't have family, because there was one old guy that I used to work with at my old job, and he had no kids, no wife, no family, like literally
just him.
Like he didn't talk to his family. We were his family at one point, and so the day that he didn't come to work for a few days, and we were like, something's wrong because this is his life, so like he enjoys coming into work and I don't know if it was more of like a necessity than it is like just to have like experiences and be out of the house. I want to say he didn't need to work, but he came to work every day and we would talk or whatever, and it was super nice. And so when he was out for 3 days, we're like, something's wrong. He never called. He never
sent somebody.
Yeah, we sent police there, and then police was like, oh, there's no signs of like people here or whatever. Maybe he left or something. But that's just not in his nature because he worked at the company for so long. But we found out later that he passed away in the house by himself. So sad. So sad. And then, of course, with my company, you automatically get like $10,000 in life insurance or like insurance if you pass. And they had no one to give it to.
You know when you said if you pass? Of course I'm eventually going to pass away.
No, like if you have to be working within the company.
Oh, okay.
Like you have to be still employed with the company to get the $10,000. That's like automatic. But yeah, and they were like, they were asking everybody at work, like, did he ever say he had friends? Did he go out? Like, we have this money to give to family or friends, and we don't have anything.
So when did you give it back to the state?
I don't honestly, I didn't ask. This was a few years ago, maybe like 2015.
Damn,
but I felt so bad. I was just like, I couldn't imagine.
Alone.
And that's what my mom is always want to use that excuse. You're gonna die by yourself. Now when I got this big ass family, he had no family.
How old was he? Was he like?
He was old, like old. He had to be in his 70s or going on 80.
So he probably at this point he was working just to keep himself busy.
Yeah, 1 billion%.
Because after 65, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, but you know, like the people that work at Walmart.
Yeah, they don't want to be. I'm not saying.
But some people don't have the retirement funds to
They
retire.
don't. Some people don't have the retirement funds, and some people do, but they want to at least work 1 or 2 days out the week to keep their body going. Because you gotta remember, a lot of us, 9 times out of 10, we already started working at 16, if not younger.
Yeah,
From 16 up until you're 65, and then or 69, depending on the age, depending on how long you've been at that job or whatever. You retire. You're telling me now from 60 something years old until the day I die, don't do nothing. Some people are like, no, I want to be active, or whatever. But that's so sad. Yeah. So when I do see elderly people, sometimes I'm like, oh.
That's the empathetic side of us.
Yes.
Like I
may look mean, but I'm very empathetic.
Children,
yes.
I have a soft spot for them. Like I don't play games. I will not tolerate somebody like abusing or taking advantage of old people or kids, like
scamming them, especially when people scam elderly.
Oh
like
my God.
Really,
my mom.
You couldn't scam a 25-year-old. You want to scam an 82-year-old? What is wrong?
I
with
think
you?
the upside to our parents being immigrants and like struggling with the English language. My mom understands everything. She just doesn't like to speak it because she's embarrassed by her accent. So like when scammers call her phone, she's like and then she'll like turn her phone off. She's like, I ain't got fucking time for this. And I'm just like, scammers can never get my mama because she's hanging up on you. I low-key want to save the one that I have. 10 minutes. Save for the very end because it's juicy. It's juicy. Okay, you want me to just say it and then we can have a dialogue?
Yes.
Okay. This always comes to my head whenever I see this. Oddly matched couples, I always think about how they have sex. I know I am not the only person here.
I didn't say anything because I instantly wanted to laugh, but I said, let me chill. No? And then you know what I say when I see that? I'm like, damn, there's really somebody out there for everyone.
And I'm not even saying ugly, I'm just saying oddly matched. So like a short guy, tall girl type of thing. Or like a nerdy white boy with like a really like fly sister. Like a chick who cares about her appearance and like wears the designer with a guy who's like square and vanilla. Like shit like that. I'm like, this nigga got a big dick because ain't no fucking way. Or she's for the money, you know?
Because nerds be making money.
Yeah.
The top-notch tech companies will hire them.
So you think about that too, right?
Yeah, when I see them in public, I'm like,
I never think about that when I see like a cute couple. Like that's like never. It's always the oddly matched. I'm like, what brought you two together?
Like Shaq, and when you found
Shaq and anybody.
Like the fuck, like no.
He needs to date a girl who's like 6 feet tall and over.
Yeah.
I want him to.
I need him to leave us 5-footers alone because we're like.
It's like you and this.
Like literally right here. It's like he can scoop me up in here.
Right.
Like no, Shaq, please. Leave these little women alone.
Right.
Get someone your own size. Literally.
I'm so curious to know if I'm the only one that thinks. I feel like I'm the one that says it, but no, like everybody thinks it. Everybody thinks it because there's a couple on social media right now that is like.
You know what else I be thinking about when I see people or I drive around like neighborhoods? I'm like, especially when the shades are down, I'm like, I wonder what the inside of their house looks like.
Oh, 1,000,000,000%.
Especially people at my job, the way they maneuver, I've been looking at them like, I wonder how the inside of your house look like. I wonder what you do at home.
I always think about that when I see a messy person, like a very disheveled person. I'm like, yeah,
some people, some strange, they function in chaos, but I don't want that type of chaos in my life.
Yeah. I was told because I used to see like I don't know how to describe her. I don't know what her official title is, but she's supposed to like read the cards for you, whatever. And she's like, "You're a messy Virgo," and I'm just like, "Bitch, you don't know my fucking life." And yes, I can be messy sometimes, and I can be organized other days. I'm not like the super like you'll come to my house and like, wow, you're so organized and so clean and so minimal, and then there's days where no one comes over and it's like a work week, like Monday through Friday.
I feel like there's a wrestling match going on.
Sorry guys for any of the background noise. Hopefully it does not pick up on this mic. But yeah.
But yeah, finish what you're saying during the work week.
Yeah, during the work week. I'm like.
These fucking neighbors are annoying. Like for real. Makes me want to take a broom and hit the ceiling. That's what I used to do. Nigga. The fuck? Like, yo, no.
I'm gonna make so much noise tonight. No one's going to bed. I promise you guys.
Literally, bang your fucking pots. Because, no, they're fucking crazy right now. What I was gonna say. Okay, I be wondering what people's inside of their houses look like. What about you?
I be wondering what the fuck these motherfuckers be doing upstairs. I hear this man. He don't let me sleep at night because I hear him snoring. How? This is why you don't live in apartment complexes, because what?
I feel like people really be forgetting, unless you live in a single family home, you better walk soft on these motherfucking floors, because there's people that live below
on your toes, bitch.
Some people be asked, it sounds like he's heel toeing on the floor. I literally. Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what random thought I had? And I had said it to Butter earlier. I said, with celebrities, right? You know how most of them have a stage name and then they have the government or whatever? I'm like, I wonder, the celebrities who have celebrity friends, like, how are their names saved in their phones? Do you save them as Jay-Z or Sean Carter or Sean? Like, do you save it as Beyonce Knowles, or do you just say Beyonce? We don't choose. Like, what do you save it as?
I feel like they keep it professional, like first and last name. I know people whose cell phone, even like their significant other, is first and last name. Like,
I don't put last names on people's phones.
I think that's very fucking disrespectful.
No, I put first name because
no. Meaning, like, I think it's disrespectful to put somebody's last name on your cell phone. What if you lose your phone?
That's my thing, because I don't want you knowing people's last names, because I don't know if you know them, and I don't know what you would do with that information. I literally go on a first name basis on everybody on my phone, with the exception of my parents. I don't put their government. I put mom and dad. Like, okay, but for my friends, unless there's two people with the same name, then I'll put Jessica.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. At this point, I'm irritated.
It sounds like the animal kingdom is shifting upstairs. And it's like, what the fuck?
He's building Noah's Ark. What the fuck?
Shit. But
my God. Like, sit the fuck down somewhere. I'm sorry.
It's like, forget moving the furniture. It sounds like they're moving the whole solar system. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing up there? Sorry, guys. Like, her neighbors are fucking ridiculous. Like, It literally reminds me when I was living in an apartment building with my parents, and we lived on the second floor just like this. Someone was below us, and then someone was above us. And the lady, she always had to work. Her kids intentionally, it didn't sound like they were, it sounded like they intentionally jumped from their room and jumped into the kitchen. Then jumped to the living room. Like, they were jumping. And I'm like, Dad, I feel like they're going to crack through the whatever foundations between us and them, and they're gonna fuck through this damn thing. Okay. And then we started banging on the ceiling. And one time, I think someone caught I think it's between me, my mom, or my dad. One of us was able to have a conversation with her and let her know. She's like, I work nights. I'm so sorry. And after we had a conversation with her, I don't know, she cussed her kids out or whatever, and they stopped doing that shit because that shit was fucking annoying.
I feel like, and this is me being super insensitive, people who have little children who are very active should not be living in they need to live on the first floor of any multi-building, like multi-floor building. First floor only.
And I know it's limited, it's if you have first floor available.
This is why I don't have kids, because I can't. Them kids would be fucking like little Mother Teresa, just sitting quietly in a corner, fucking coloring.
And then 30 years later, the kid goes, I'm triggered. I have trauma.
It's very loud.
I have trauma.
It's very loud here.
It is crazy because, like my nephew, if I'm in the basement doing stuff on the computer and he's in the kitchen, I hear his little feet running across the ceiling. I'm like, if he's upstairs.
The ceiling.
So, you know the basement's finished, so I can sit downstairs. Or if I'm in my room on the second level and he's upstairs on the third level, he's upstairs in his mother's room or my sister's room, because their rooms kind of span into my room. Because plus, I think what extends my room is the bathroom that's in my room.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, what the? I be in the shower. I'm like, you know, sometimes you be like, once you're in the shower, it sounds like someone's robbing the house.
Every fucking time,
Look,
bro. I like pull the curtain like.
Yo, you know what I started doing? Especially since my bathroom is in my room. If I'm in the house completely by myself, I lock the door to my room and then go hop in the shower, because that's when you start hearing mad shit, and it's like, I mean, the first time I ever showered by myself, I thought I heard something. I literally turned off the water, and I'm like, hello. I was like, Peggy, never do that shit again. Like, don't say hello, because then you're gonna give the person access to know where you are. Like, don't be dumb. So,
well, they would know where you are because you have the shower running.
That's true. But I now, when I know I'm completely by myself, I would lock the door to my room. Or when I was at my parents' house, I would lock the door to the bathroom, because that is the worst place to be attacked, because you're so vulnerable. You're naked. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're completely naked because your brain don't know what to do. First, it's like, okay, fight or flight. Second, you're like, oh shit, I gotta cover myself because this person's looking at me butt ass naked. And if you're trying to kill me, that's another random thought too.
That's the last thing in my head. Like, let me cover myself before I die. What?
Please let me die with some dignity. I want to die with dignity. Yo. I mean, some murderers will be nice.
I'm like, what's the closest thing to me that I can fucking hit?
But what makes the bathroom so scary? Because it's like the bathtub ain't safe. The sink is not the best, and the toilet bowl being so close.
Anything you fall on, you dead.
Yo, that's the only thing I hate about bathrooms. Like, yes, they're the best place to wash your ass, but it's not a good place to defend yourself at all.
At all.
Because there's nothing really close enough for you to kill the person. That person, all I gotta do is push you.
Maybe a curtain rod if you have a curtain rod.
No, I don't.
Oh wait, you have.
I have the shower glass.
Excuse me.
Shut up.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. Can you imagine? Like, of all places, can I just get out the bathroom? You can kill me anywhere.
Wait. Let me go in the kitchen.
And then book it. Like,
let me go in the kitchen.
Can you imagine?
Like, wait. Let me go. Like, you telling the murderer, wait. It's not a fair playing field. Let's go in the kitchen.
If we're gonna do this, let's do this fair.
Let's be fair.
Right?
Like, come on.
That's when you just get shot.
Is this bitch asking me to wait to get in the kitchen? Yeah.
You gotta confuse them. Because a guy is gonna, a murderer, whoever enters your house, is
typically
going to assume that you're gonna stop. Stop. They're going to, the initial reaction is always gonna be to beg for, like,
please don't kill me.
Plead with them not to kill you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what someone says, before you kill me, can I just come out of the bathroom? He's gonna be like, is she for real?
Like the memes where it says, if someone kidnaps you, and then it says me, what made you choose me? Like, I'm kidnapped. Like, I'm not.
Like I said, my family broke. I ain't got no money. Why me?
Like, what made you take me? Like, what made you kidnap me? Like, what? Like, can you imagine asking your kidnapper that? Like,
I'm going to be that, because I feel like it would confuse the kidnapper or the murderer or whatever, or the house intruder. It's going to confuse the shit out of them when you have questions like that.
Like, wait, what did you say?
So
like, yeah, what made you think of kidnapping me? Of all the people you could have kidnapped,
all of the people.
What did I do?
Yeah. He's trying to Jeffrey Dahmer your ass. The fucking crazy.
You thought I was feeling you? I'm going to eat you for lunch.
I'm not eating that shit. But yeah. Okay, you don't have anything else?
I've been coming out with the last few thoughts. You tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts are always rated R, and I feel like it's giving off a perception of me that I'm very prude, okay, guys? But it is what it is. These are the thoughts that come through my head. I don't even want to say it out loud because no.
Okay, tell me in my ear.
No. The fuck? These mics be picking shit up.
You move the mic away.
No.
Write it on the phone, bitch. So I can
okay. Well, I'll just say it. I wonder if this girl's gay. Not you, but like girls that I'm like attracted to.
Oh.
I'm like,
bitch, I wasn't thinking about me. The fuck? What made you think of me? Like, come on, shut up.
But whenever I see a chick that I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so fucking cute. I wonder if she's gay. That's literally how it goes in my head. Mm-hmm. It goes, oh my gosh, she's cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's cool as fuck. Oh. Are you gay? That's me.
Yeah. Would you ever ask someone straight up?
Never. I have to read the room. Read the fucking room. Yeah, I will have several conversations. I'll like, I don't know. I just have to like, I have to just, you know. The obvious ones like studs are gonna be obvious, right? But like the girly girls that I find myself being more attracted to as of lately, I just be like, I wonder if he's fucking gay. Or even bisexual, bi-curious. Anything where I can, you know.
What I was gonna say.
Oh, you know what just came into my head? I wonder what kind of porn they watch.
What, gay people?
No, period. Like if I see a person, I'm like, I wonder what kind of porn they watch. Especially if they look a little odd.
Not odd.
Well, I wonder if he's like bestiality or like that weird shit.
Bestiality.
Anything weird on porn, what do you be watching? Like I want to know.
I was thinking randomly. I said, I wonder if I ever could pull off a bank robbery. Not that I would do it.
Oh my god, yes. I've definitely thought of that.
I wonder if I could pull off. FBI is listening and like, what the fuck she just say?
Pull up the fucking camera. Yeah. I'm too scared to go to jail. Like, legitimately, I am not built for jail. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how many fights I've been in. I don't care.
No, prison life is different.
These motherfuckers be killing out here. And if you fucking rob a bank, isn't that federal time?
Yeah.
Federal time is different, and I'm just not here for it. So no, I'm not putting myself in any position to go to jail.
Here's another random thought, and I know a lot of us have thought this way, and unfortunately, I think a lot of black people may think this way. It's unfortunate, and part of it's due to racism. When I go inside a store, I go through the whole store, I don't find the shit I like, and as I'm leaving, I'm like, shit, are they gonna think I stole something now?
You gotta try to play it cool.
Like, I didn't.
That happened to me yesterday when I went to CVS and I couldn't find my deodorant that I like, and I'm just like, well, I'm leaving with nothing.
I'm
Do
leaving
I
here
buy
with
something
something.
random?
I'm leaving here with something.
Do I buy a fucking random piece of candy? Like,
Nope, just walk out of there.
I was just like, first off, I have my company logo plastered all over me in my little jacket, my little vest, so they know I work in the building, and I wouldn't do.
You know us. The moment someone accuses us, no one wants y'all little funky ass little.
But it'd be the same. It'd be the exact person who's stealing.
Yep, no one wants y'all little funky ass.
Oh my god! You know what's so funny? I went to Dollar Tree because I get all my cleaning stuff at Dollar Tree, like paper towels,
Dollar
like scrubs or like toilet scrubs, tub scrubs, like all those little cleaning shit. I'm like, bitch, we go to Delattra. Anyways, but next to Delattra is TJ Maxx, so I had purchased a few things for my bathroom.
That's like a double combo that I don't want to be near.
Yo, it is bad because I spent like a drug dealer at TJ Maxx, and then I fucking really spent. I put things in my cart like a drug dealer, even though it's only gonna come out to like $20.
Yep.
And after I went to TJ Maxx, I went to Delattra, and so I have my TJ bag in the cart, and I'm taking everything out of the cart or whatever, and I guess I missed something super small. I don't know if it was like a cleaning scrub thing, but it was tiny. And it was next to the bag, but I didn't see it because of like where I was standing. And the lady's like, oh, I think you have something in the cart. And I was like, oh, okay. And I grabbed it and I took it out. And I was like, I hope this bitch don't think I'm trying to steal from fucking Delattra.
Of all places.
Of all places.
But
like, can you imagine? They're like, oh, we caught you stealing. You have to come with us to the back. Can you imagine telling somebody like I got
getting charged for grand larceny for Dollar Tree?
And I was like, oh my god, like I felt so embarrassed, and like I just need to get the fuck out of the store because this bitch think I'm stealing from your store.
And then she gonna run. She gonna take
$1. Like get the well, it's $1.25 now, but $1, like the fuck we talking about right now? But yeah, I was in sheer panic. Like this bitch think I steal. This bitch think I'm stealing. She probably think there's stuff in my bag, and I'm just over here
walking inside Dollar Tree. It never crossed my mind to steal from there.
Never. In my head, I'm like, I'm about to shop like a drug dealer. I'm putting everything in my cart.
Target,
like, everything.
Yes. Walmart, maybe, but Dollar Tree,
no. You steal at Dollar Tree, it's like you absolutely. I'm not judging anybody for stealing.
You're probably at your absolute lowest, or you're probably a klepto because Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but I was so embarrassed, bro. I was just like, oh my god, this bitch think I'm trying to steal a scrub from fucking Delattra. But yeah.
Yeah, the robbing the bank thing definitely crossed my mind. Like, wonder how would I ever get away with it? Because I mean, the way banks are set up, they try to make it a way for people not to steal, but people do still attempt here and there. It's not as prevalent as it used to be, but people will still try it. They try to do the notes. Oh, God. And I'm like, if you walk in there with a mask, it's a dead giveaway. Like, especially like a president's face, like a Halloween mask, it's a dead giveaway that you're trying to steal. Unless you don't, if you walk in there not giving a fuck at that point. Yeah. Because the instant you walk in there, you don't remove the mask, it's you're trying to steal shit. Mm-hmm. But anyways, the other thing I was thinking of that sometimes pops up randomly.
I feel like I'm missing something, but
you know what I hate after we're done recording this?
You're gonna think about all the things.
Yep, like shit. There was like 3 things I should have said. No. Because I forgot to write it. When you said it that morning, I said, yes, I'm going to write it. And by the time I got home and did everything
Do you want to talk about how you feel regarding all of the things that you are not known for that you're actually doing right now?
Google me.
No. You forgetting is not something you do.
Oh.
You forgetting is not something you do.
It's stress and I'm tired. That's why I forget.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, I know. That's why I'm like, do you want to talk about it?
Shut up. No.
Do you want to have a therapy session?
Coming from you? Have you done your therapy session?
No. What the fuck?
She said, what the fuck? What else?
So she lied.
What?
I was not going to go to therapy.
Because you chose not to do it.
She's going to get therapy for season 4.
And I prayed on it, so God must have muted me. Or
God was like, you're asking for too much. You didn't ask me to do all these other things. Now you want me to do this thing for this person who's not even going to take it serious.
He's like, it's going to take the splitting of the Red Sea for her to go.
He's building Noah's Ark right now because...
Clearly, that's what your neighbor is doing. Maybe that's why.
That's why.
Oh, shit. What was it that you was going to say?
I don't know.
You said you was gonna say something for last. Supposed to be juicy.
That was it, and I just said it. The whole oddly paired couples and how they fuck.
Horrible.
We can end it here, honestly. If you don't have anything.
No, it's coming to me, but I can't put the thoughts out. Like I'm trying to I don't know if it would be considered a random thought.
Just say it at this point. Maybe it'll trigger other things.
My own opinion, like. Some people, when I see them post certain things, and I think all of us have thought this. I don't know if it's a random thought. It's just an opinion. I said,
Shut the fuck up. That's how I feel sometimes.
I said so.
And I'm sure with some posts that we do, people are going to be like, shut the fuck up.
I said, wait, while you were crying, you took the energy to hit the live button? Because they asked you, are you sure you want to go live with this? You still hit yes, and then you proceeded to cry and do all that. And as you're crying, you're reading the comments people are writing. So you're not, for me personally, you're not that sad because I'm not posting myself yelling at a bunch of people or crying and then trying to read your comments and then curse them out.
If you got on live with good intentions, good energy, and somebody said something or the conversation started and it triggered you to cry, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, if you were crying and said, this is a live moment.
As I'm crying, you know what? I need to go on IG Live. Like,
yes. Can you imagine? Fucking Christ.
Like, some people, that's why when I read the comments, someone said, so you thought you had to come to
or
us?
Or even, like, there was one video that I seen where a lady was, approached by a homeless person begging for food, and she got him food, and she came overwhelmed with emotion, and she started the video crying, and I was just like, you just turned your phone on to fucking cry and tell us about this revelation? You could have went to got home and you composed yourself, and they're like, hey guys, today I had a really vulnerable moment and this is what happened. You were in the middle of crying and you said, I need to tell everybody about this, and then decided to start recording. Weird. Another random thought, and I think a lot of people have expressed this too. Stop recording yourselves when y'all are doing good things for homeless people. Stop it. Because most of them do not want to be recorded. Yeah, they're already in the most vulnerable state that a person can be in. It's weird.
You know, for those of you who are probably religious, I don't remember the chapter or the verse, but it is said in the Bible, you don't have to make the announcements for the good that you do. I don't remember word for word or bar for bar, like some of you like to say, but you don't have to announce to everybody the good that you do. Just fucking do it. The people who are supposed to notice, they will notice that shit. Stop. It's so weird when people say, like, do like those random videos like, oh, answer this question. Oh, today, since you answered it, here, you get $500. And you're recording the person's overwhelmed with emotion because they wasn't expecting it. And they're just doing their regular day-to-day routines or whatever, and then they come up with this extra money because they already said, oh, that's when they start, revealing, like, oh my God, I didn't have enough to pay my light bill or my light bill. That's something kind of personal, and that person probably, some people, they probably have some cake and I record you. But I feel like if you're trying to do something nice, just do it. You don't have to record it. I mean, I guess if you get permission from the person you are recording, I guess it's okay. But some of y'all just feeling me like, oh, I'm doing good in the community. Just fucking do it.
Just do it. And the more good you're doing in the community, right? People are gonna have conversations like, oh my God, this. And they're gonna notice. People are gonna notice. Like, oh, this person was here the other day and they were feeding the homeless or whatever. Like, and then it just keeps circulating. Like, word of mouth is the best form of. And someone else might
end up recording you without you even noticing you doing good.
Yeah. So and that seems more like
genuine.
Yep.
I feel like now you're doing that other shit for clout. Like, did you really want to do it?
Giving weirdo vibes.
Very don't do that. It's a random thought for me, but it was something that it kind of makes me cringe when I see people do it. Like, just do the fucking shit. Any other random thoughts?
No, not really. Like, I'm always in my head, but some of those things I can just keep to myself. I'm not gonna incriminate myself or.
I mean, you committed crimes?
No, meaning like saying something. It doesn't have to be a crime to incriminate yourself, girl. Do you know what incriminating yourself is?
Because incriminating, the base word here is crime, but okay.
But that doesn't. You can incriminate yourself by saying like, "Oh, I did something that's not a legitimate crime that you can't get fucking handcuffed and sent to jail for."
In my mind, I'm handcuffing you.
In my mind,
I'm handcuffing you.
I'm here, clank clank. God, sorry guys, I keep touching the stinking mic. I'm getting used to this position of the mic.
It's like, I was like, whoa.
I was gonna do the motion, and I was like, wait a minute, we're still recording.
You forgot
we make jokes about the mic all the time off camera. So in my head, I'm in a safe space. So I'm over here about to make a joke, and I'm like, oh shit, we're still recording.
My eyes got so big, good.
Not now. Oh my God, guys. Well, anyways, I don't have anything else to add to this. I'm excited that we are going to go on this little hiatus and gather ourselves and figure out what's next and prepare for that.
Ooh, here's my random thought.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Sometimes when I look at people, I wonder what's that one thing that makes them tick, like, that would probably
I don't give a fuck.
No, not for me. Like, even if you don't know them, it's not someone I care to know. It's someone like, some people we look at and like, yo, that nigga looks like a serial killer. Like, he looks like he did that shit. Whatever they said he did it. Yeah. Type of thing. Like, certain people I'll look at and like, what makes them tick?
It's like that guy who defended himself in court. And he was like, God damn it, I'm not. I was like, that nigga did it. He did it.
Like, you killed the other child and the mother. The one that you attempted to kill is standing right in front of you. And the kid's like, but you did it. I think that's just so traumatizing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? Like, some of y'all is mental, but some of y'all I know. That's another random thought. I know mental health. Shut up. I know mental health is an important thing, but I truly believe some of y'all know what the fuck y'all are doing. And we're going to end on that, though.
I think you're a sound body and mind, but things happen that put you out of that. And so you do things that are out of your normal personality characteristics because of the surrounding or the leading up to the issue. Anyways, with that being said, y'all, we're fucking out of here. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification because we may drop random shit in the middle of this hiatus. We don't know. I'm not making any promises. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. But we love you. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for supporting us this season. We'll catch you next time. Peace, y'all. Just different.